We've had our car for a while and we've noticed the handling is not what it used to be. Perhaps it's a little bit more vague, perhaps there's more play in the steering, perhaps the suspension is just not as well planted and the car just feels like it's wobbling around, or that we're not fully in control. Anything like this can usually indicate there is something seriously wrong, or potentially seriously wrong, with the car. And I'm just going to talk you through the typical causes of this problem and where we should be looking to diagnose them. And in my own experience, there was quite a serious suspension problem where the actual mounting of the suspension had started to rust and degrade. And the early warning sign was excessive play. And if I'd ignored it, I would have had pretty serious problems later on. With suspension, it's often just down to rubber bushings. It's not a particularly expensive repair, but those vibrations that you're getting through the car can lead to other problems in other areas. So what sort of things can happen within the suspension and the alignment? So you may have hit a curb or a pothole. That large impact on the suspension would have been absorbed by the suspension system, but it may have damaged suspension components. It could have upset the alignment of the suspension. So if you've got a wheel that is slightly out of alignment, that can have a very detrimental effect on the car's handling and cause it to veer off to one side. For diagnosing wheel alignment issues, you really need professional help with the professional tools to do it properly. A lot of places offer full wheel alignment, but they don't go to great detail. They may actually get all of the wheels pointing in the same direction. But if the suspension system is buckled, one wheel may be slightly further back than the other wheel. And these very simple systems will not necessarily check out that degree of a problem with the alignment of the wheels. So you can come out of the tyre fitter, have the wheels completely aligned, all pointing dead straight or whatever the manufacturer's specifications are, and still have the car veering off to one side. So if that's the case, just check that the suspension components are not buckled. You can actually measure the distance between the front hub and the rear hub on each side, and that should be to the millimetre spot on the same. But with the steering mechanism, you can upset that quite easily, but it's an indicator as to whether there's a problem there with the physical suspension system. And that's certainly something I would particularly check after I'd hit a pothole particularly hard. So thanks for watching. Please boot the like button. That really does help us to get out there. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so, because we'd love you to stay tuned. And I've lined these videos up for you that you should find really interesting. Thanks for watching. See you in these next videos.